Hey, hi, welcome to my sketchbook tour. Another sketchbook tour after like a year. Hey, I'm your boy, Punkman, or Aiken, or Isaac, or whatever. This is my sketchbook. I just finished it, so like, it's a tour. The sketchbook is a Kenson Art Book 1 with 98 sheets. And you can pause and look at the info. Put a few stickers on the front. This is Sombra. This I bought at a local con, and I wish I could remember who was selling it. This is my friend gave me this, and this is from the São Paulo Museum of Art. I started this sketchbook on April 9th and finished it on July 27th. Let's get started. I'm quite fond of this sketchbook. It's most definitely my best sketchbook this far. In the beginning, it's kind of sloppy with very small and loose sketches, and mostly just like things glued onto the pages. But as you go further into the sketchbook, it gets better, especially when I start doodling with colored lead and drawing every day. That's when it gets a lot better. But in the beginning, it's mostly just like things I stuck in. So this mermaid, the only mermaid I did despite wanting to do like 15. Yeah, in the beginning there's not a lot to say. I wasn't doing a lot. These are Pastel Girls from that app, you know. In the beginning there's not a lot to say. Not a lot in the pages actually. This is my OC Artemis. This is the first portrait I did. First of like a few. They're quite fun to do. I drew my friends. I think all the portraits of our friends, and they're very fun to do. There's Ezra from the Arcana, another portrait. This is me trying to figure out my OC Connor's hair. This is planning for a school thing. Some outfits for my The Arcana apprentice, a couple of friends, and here's when my sketchbook gets better and I start sketching more. These are my OCs: Connor, Spencer, Artemis, and Aiden. The first few pages of like colored lead doodles are still pretty bad, but it gets better. I really like the spread. These are my OCs, Artemis and Spencer, in Pinterest outfits. And this is some research on data, like the art movement. This is Red Velvet, just not Joy. Joy isn't here. And this is my OC Spencer. This is Spencer for like a thing that I wanted to do, where I was going to draw her in the same pose with the same color scheme, just with different media. And this is her in colored pencil, watercolor, which you might recognize because it's my favorite and it's my icon on both here and on Instagram, and marker. And I did a few drawing your style things, and they're like half of the watercolor illustrations in this sketchbook. So you'll see a few. You can check out them on my Instagram and see like who made which. This is my OC Aiden. This is a spread of him in those Pinterest things. This is Spencer and Artemis. I really like this page. Here I opened up a choreography video on YouTube and like stopped and drew a couple of frames, and that's really fun. This is camp. Artemis, and then I started working on like redraws. You can see them, they're the next few pages. And this is just some side profile things that I was practicing because I'm really bad at drawing side profiles and I really need to practice that. Underneath there's just a sketch for the redraw. And here it is. You can see this and the original sketch on my Instagram, which is linked below. Here's Camp. One of the protagonists from a comic I will make one day. I don't know when. This is like planning for that comic. Because I really needed to get what happens down on paper. This is Hinata from Haikyuu, which is my favorite anime, and Kenma. Kenma's mostly on here. Really like this one. This is Connor, again. This is Camp. I really like this one. Hinata, and then I did more of that dance things. There's a few spreads of this ahead. I really like this one. These are very, very fun to make, and they're good because they help getting like a grasp on like motion and dance, and since my comic is very based around dance, this is very good to do. Here's Kenma. And then this is like a redraw of that first page with Yachi. Kind of like a redraw, but not really. To finish off the sketchbook. And then there's just like testing the paper. And that's it. That's the sketchbook. Thanks for watching. And see you next time, whenever that is.